How you doing?
This entire month has kicked my ass every day.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
uh,
Yeah,
I
I
was
feel
supposed
You
to,
that.
okay?
I was supposed to start therapy 2 weeks ago,
Hmm.
and the first time they apparently didn't get my appointment confirmation, so I just didn't get that day. And then today, when I got on with the therapist, they let me know, "Hey, did you get that voicemail we sent you about your insurance?" I'm like,
Oh,
"No." Apparently, I have to pay for sessions out of pocket until I hit $3,200.
oh my
What?
God.
Yeah,
That does not
my
sound right.
my insurance pays for like $15 out of it, and then I have to pay the rest until I hit $3,200.
That's insane. I'm so sorry.
Yes, and this is on top of work stuff that's been a pain. But yeah, it's
Yeah.
just there's been a lot.
Yeah.
Ah,
Hey, Shannon.
Me too.
How you doing, Shannon? Shannon?
oh,
Well,
Hmm.
oh, that was the last
Interesting.
sound they will ever make.
rip.
Yep. There is no more Shannon.
Hmm.
They've perished.
Yeah.
Oh
Hi,
no.
Jamie.
Oh,
What's up, Jamie?
oh no.
Oh,
Not much.
Hi, Caleb.
Hello.
For your references, Shannon entered the call making a odd noise, and then apparently the computer died.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Happens to the best of us.
Hmm. Maybe one day we'll see her again.
lost
One
to
day.
the internet.
Mhm.
Just poof. Out of existence.
So sad.
Mhm.
How are you doing, Jamie?
Doing well. I am starting to try to find more jobs with more fervor because now Starbucks is feeling like a sinking ship.
Hmm.
I'm. Oof.
Good luck.
Thank you. To be clear, I don't think they're going to go out of business, but I do think they're going to keep driving away their employees, and I don't want to be caught in that.
Mhm.
Fair.
Yeah, from what I've heard, it's just been getting worse and worse for employees.
Which place?
Yes. Starbucks.
Uh,
It's not horrible at this particular moment in the store that I'm at, but it could easily get worse, and so I do not want to be there when it does start getting worse.
so are you
What's
like
Starbucks
looking
doing?
for another jobby?
Yeah, I'm looking for it. To answer your question, Dalton, they're starting to get more. So, at a corporate level, none of this really affects me personally because my manager does not give a single shit about anything. Uh, and so does not enforce any of this onto us, but his boss does care. So, if he were to catch us acting out of line, then my job could be at risk. But anyway, um, Starbucks got a new CEO within the past year, and he's doing this program that they call Back to Starbucks, which means trying to revert the company image back to what he believes it was in the early 2000s, which is like a fun, cool, upscale hipster spot for coffee. Um, First of all, it wasn't really always ever that, but anyway, believe what you want. In doing this, he is enforcing one of the things that he's enforcing is that we have to write or draw a message on every single cup that goes out. Um, Again, this one doesn't particularly impact me because my store does not enforce it, but it is really, really uh, impacting basically everybody else in the entire country. Um,
Hmm.
then they also recently updated the dress code to be significantly more restrictive than it was. Um,
Wait, how does
Now
that
you're
square with the chill hipster spot?
Exactly. Like
Because
what?
I guess the employees are supposed to blend into the background or whatever. Um, we are only allowed to wear solid black shirts or black shirts with the company logo, nothing else. Um, they have brought back a lot more restrictive pants colors as well. You can do khakis, solid black, or blue jeans. You cannot do anything with patterns, which sucks because all of the pants that I have are patterned. They're not unprofessional, but they're just patterned. Like I have one set of black pants that just have like white crisscross on them. Not unprofessional, business casual, but still banned. They're also cracking down on, now this one again doesn't affect me, but you can only have one facial piercing. Earlobes don't count. One facial piercing. If you have more, you are not allowed to wear a clear retainer or put a mask on to cover them. You just can't have them in at all.
That's this.
Do they
Like,
want people to stop working for them?
yeah,
That's what I'm saying.
because
So,
one of the perks for working at Starbucks was that they were, of like the common places you could work, they were pretty lenient about how you could present.
yes, that is true. Now, the benefits are still pretty good. I don't make use of a lot of them, though, because I don't need to, but the insurance is pretty damn good as far as fast food goes. And they have some really good, like, parental leave, for example, things like that, but it's not enough to make me want to stay there much longer.
Well, yeah, like with what Colin was saying, like they want to be a cool hipster spot, but they want to take away like the
All the
cool
cool, yeah.
hipsters. Like,
One of
I'm sorry, my coffee's only gonna be good if it's a pink-haired they them behind the brew.
Exactly. It's only the blue-haired Jesus. It's only the blue-haired bisexual baristas that can make the coffee well.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. You can't have a normal looking suit and tie person making your coffee.
No, they have to
Can't do
have
suit
at
and
least.
tie. That's out of dress code.
They need a little zest.
Mm. A little zest. That could be a good band name.
A little zest.
They
You wanna know
have
what?
to look at least 45% gay.
Yes. You wanna know what else would be a great band name?
45% gay?
Yes.
Excellent.
Well, my other band name idea was Backseat Therapist, but my other band name idea was We Have a Session to Start.
I don't know how I feel about that band name. It's like a weird one.
It's an interesting one. But, Jamie, can you take it away with the recap?
I can. Give me 2 seconds because my mouth is full. Okay. Oh, I can get into the forge this time. That's great.
Mm-hmm.
So last time I couldn't get into the forge.
I heard via. 'Cause
But
I
anyway.
watched the thingy.
So, okay. So, Jesus. We start with so the end of the session previous, Alfie had passed out. We pick up right there. Inora darts forward for Alfie, but then like as soon as she kind of reaches me, she just kind of explodes into this burst of bubbles, which is totally fine and not a problem at all, I'm sure. Then Jericho asks Anya and Newton to start gathering some firewood, and the rest of the group sort of builds this like pit of, I think it was like 9 fires or something, in a circle that they lay Alfie down in the middle of, and eventually Alfie wakes back up. Before that happens, though, which is, oh wait, and also Astrana is attempting to use her powers, which is a very big moment, but it is kind of nervous, I guess I should say. But anyway, there was a weird dream that was happening, which is a problem. In summary, there was this creature that kept following Alfie over and over again, and it's awful. The world is sort of decaying around them. Uh, the creature says something that about Alfie being marked, and that as soon as the last light fails, the hunt begins, and that I should offer what I hold most dear, and calls me a thief. And then that's when. Oh, and the stars also start having some issues as like this wound in the sky opens up and it's awful and everything's I'm sure gonna be fine. We wake up though. And now we're on the ground in the real world again and we're fine. I kind of explain like, hey, I've got a sort of condition, and we're like, the rest of the party's like, yeah, I fucking figured that out. Um, they show Gwyn their necklace, and Gwyn promises to try to see if they can fix it. Looking at it though, they think they're gonna need some more tools and a place that she can't really fix it here, basically. And so there's a little bit of backstory given there. But then as we continue, let's see, I believe, Jesus, I almost forgot about that. This is fine. Then Alfie's hit with this horrible wave of grief, and everybody's like, what's going on? And Alfie's like, I don't fucking know. So we keep going. There's a lot of conversation about this, but as the night goes on, let's see. Jericho begins to talk to Newton, who's like, man, you guys are not normal at all. And he's still collecting firewood, which is really, really sweet. I believe Strana will go up to Gwyn, if I'm not mistaken, and offers to, or asks, excuse me, to learn more artificing, to which Gwyn readily agrees. And they have a conversation about how Astrana could possibly keep using her magic, but in a way that isn't so fueled by fear, but instead by like more positive emotions, desire to protect, or positive memories, things like that. Let's see. Trying to remember. Oh my god! And then we come across this fucking rat, who's like, "Hey, you guys want to, essentially, would you like to go through some trials for some cool magic items? If you win, you get the magic items. If you lose, you give up your own." And we go a little bit back and forth. Gwyn and Astrana are all in. Jericho is all out. And Alfie's kind of on the fence. And then eventually we decide to not go for it and instead move on. So we keep moving, even though the items sounded really, really cool. But we continue on. Let's see, we set up some watch after we eventually stopped for the night. We're getting really close to the cabin now at this point. And let's see, Jericho also finally shares with us that he thinks that the dream sand only works for the same plane of existence, or at least within the skybound lands, not outside of it. Let's see. That is about it, as I believe we're settling down for the night.
Well,
And
halfway
we
there.
set up a watch.
Halfway there for you.
I believe I was personally trying to use the dream sand,
There we go.
but I wasn't sure if that's exactly where we're picking up or not. I just know that we're trying to sleep as a whole group.
Oh, yep, everyone's trying to sleep with watches, but we're picking up with the dream sand.
Okay.
Alfie, we find you.
Yes.
As you begin to look around, you are standing on an undulating surface of black tar with an iridescent sheen over it. The air is cold, very cold. You can add 3 cold to your character sheet.
Am I gonna die if I go above 10?
Well, we'll see. The problem is growing. But here, as you stand and look around, you feel almost like bristles moving across your entire body, like in this wave of sorts. Additionally, as you look and now smell, the air has a tinge of what you can only describe as like lavender mixed with something else, like something burning. You're not really sure what though, Alfie. And then about 20 feet ahead of you, on this strange landscape, something is beginning to bubble up from this ocean of black tar. What are you doing?
I think they're mostly trying to keep their balance, maybe probably crouching down a little bit to have more of like a lower center of gravity. Um, and their eyes are just kind of locked on whatever is coming up from it, I guess. As they might call out, Inora?
As the shape begins to materialize, it is a humanoid that is emerging from this landscape. It's not Honora, though. This woman is middle-aged, with more alabaster skin, scars covering her body, with kind of this wild, uninjured eye. She has packs and bundles hanging from her shoulders, from a tool belt as well. And she looks upon you and blinks. Altheka? Is that you?
Do I recognize this person?
Not at all. Not at all.
Okay. I'm sorry, but I'm not quite sure who you are.
Oh, that's fine. You look a little old. Are you
I
all right,
suppose I am.
dear?
Can I ask who you are?
My name's Morgan.
Well, it's very nice to meet you.
Lovely, lovely. Oh, I hope you don't mind me asking. Well, where are we exactly?
I'm not sure. I was hoping to ask you the same thing.
Oh, I was more, I suppose, coming to you. I suppose this is a dream, yes?
Yes, I believe so. I was trying to contact my friend.
Your friend, and who's that?
I know her by the name of Inora.
Inora. I see. And where does she hail from?
Well, I'm not quite sure. I've only ever seen her in my dreams. But she came into existence a few hours ago, days maybe. And then disappeared again. So I was hoping to contact her to see if everything was alright.
Contact her, I see. Well, I perhaps could help you contact her. I mean, the ways of the mind, they are extraordinary in their complexity. I've been trying to navigate this place myself. I hope that perhaps we could do it together. Combine our efforts.
That would be lovely. Can I ask a question first, though?
Of course.
How did you know me?
Well, aren't you a Tattercoat Knight?
Yes, ma'am.
Well, there we go.
But how do you know of the Tattercoat Knights?
Oh, it's very famous in the Skybound lands.
That makes sense, I suppose.
Yes.
As a side note, Alfie does not believe it makes sense.
I mean, fair enough. So, I suppose that we both are at a little bit of a loss here.
Yes, I suppose so. But you said that you could potentially help me find Inora.
I could. It'd probably be easier if we were able to meet up, share notes, at least get to a place where we're both able to fully talk to each other.
Of course. And so where can I find you?
Well, more so, I suppose I can try to find you. Where did you go to sleep?
Gonna jump to the map real quick so I can remember the name of the woods that we're in. Oh no, it's not loading.
Well, you're not in the woods, necessarily.
Oh, that's fair. I thought it was a mountainous wooded area.
You're in the
I apologize.
Tillages.
The Tillages. I'm in the Tillages, I believe.
Close to where? The Tillages can be a big place.
There is a mountain a little bit north of Lofalutin.
A mountain a little bit north of Lofalutin. I see. Well, I can try to start heading that way, and we can meet up. If you want, you can send a little bit of cold into the air. I could probably follow it.
I don't know that I've ever controlled it like that before.
Well, any kind of signal should do then. If that
Suppose I
sounds
can
good
try.
to you. All right. Well then, in that case, and then the dream all of a sudden shifts, Alfie, changing in an instant as you are now thrust into this great dark void, and floating in front of you, a cuttlefish.
Not Frank.
And it's just kind of looking at you.
Fred, it's wonderful to see you.
Lights! And the cuttlefish is just looking at you.
Where are the lights? Do you see them?
Cold!
What's going on, Fred?
You can see the cuttlefish just begins to circle you.
There's something with the lights and the cold that you can tell me more?
Hunter! And you can see the body of the cuttlefish begins to become red, with these spots of white running the length of the creature. And they kind of
Yes,
like
but-
move in this pattern.
Is there a specific pattern to them, or just moving?
So like just moving. Like the hypnotic kind of undulating of chromatophores along the flesh of the cuttlefish. Heading, like north to south, moving in this pattern.
Is this a warning, Fred?
Second!
As in the time, or the...
Cold. Dark. Light. Hunter. Second. Alfie!
As a clarification, did he say dog or dark?
Dark.
Dark, okay. Are you saying the second light has gone out? What? Right, I'm sorry, but I don't understand.
You can see the cuttlefish just kind of stops and looks to you. And see, as Fred floats a bit closer, the body becomes now pitch black, except for the two eyes that are looking at you. Scene. And then, all of a sudden, you feel yourself tumble again, Alfie. You find yourself now standing at the precipice of this great volcano. Below you, you see lava, magma churning in the caldera of the massive thing. You feel the heat, but it's not enough to do anything to your chill. And then next to you, you feel a hand, and you can see Enora there. Alfie?
Inora! And I think I'll try to wrap her in a hug.
And she'll hug you back.
What happened? Where did you go?
I'm here, where I've always been. When you lost consciousness, I don't know, I just found myself back. The connection had stopped.
You know how we can get it back?
Oh, I think that's up to you. Whatever you did the first time, at least.
I don't know what I did the first time. I just touched the talking sword.
Oh, I mean, there are still some of those spaces about. I suppose I could visit them some more. Are you all right? You seem very cold.
I am. But I think it could be getting okay. There's somebody, Astrana, you've met her, who might be able to help.
That's good.
And Gwyn, the person that made all of these windows you were talking about, said that she could probably try to fix the little necklace that BD made me.
Oh, it's very kind of them. It was fun to talk to them.
I'm glad. I hope it can happen more often.
So too. It's been a lot, and I guess the question is, did they like me?
Yes. I mean, they met you very briefly, but they had nothing bad to say.
Oh, that's good. Very good. Oh, I guess, why are we here?
As in here at the volcano?
Yeah?
I don't know.
You're the one that came here.
All I was trying to do was reach you. I guess it must be some kind of subconscious thing, kind of looking down into the bright fire and warmth.
As you look down into the bright fire and warmth, you see a face churning within the flame, almost like looking up and back at you.
Do you see that?
See what? And as Honora turns, at that moment, you wake up, Alfie.
I know where you live.
Yes, you do. But at this point, it would be time for the sun to start rising. I should ask the rest of you who were on watch if there was anything you wanted to do on your watch.
Nothing in particular.
Okay.
Could I try to do a short little artificing project
Sure.
with my however many pounds of premium closet scrap I have now?
Yeah, I mean, at this point you're getting rather low,
Mm-hmm.
but you could certainly
That
attempt
is
it.
all right. I'd like to make, if I can, if I have like an amount for it, um, an ear cuff that's in the shape of a fin.
Hmm. Yeah, you could certainly attempt that. Go ahead and make a mental check with your artificing added to it.
Okay. Oh, I'm going to use some hero points.
Okay.
Two
Do
successes?
you want some more?
Sure.
Have another reroll.
Okay. Three successes.
Three?
Thank you, Caleb.
Yeah, you can certainly make that. You know,
All right.
by the time your watch is done, your ear cuff is complete.
So then I will hang on to that and go to sleep.
Gotcha. Then, where we find everybody, as morning comes, everyone can go ahead and take a complete rest. Alfie, though, you do not regain any lost health blocks.
Ah! Okay, thank you. May I, upon waking, or upon everybody being awake, approach Astrana?
Sure.
Morning. I hope last night went fine.
Yeah, it was fine. Hi.
I have a bit of a specific question, if that's okay with you. I know
Sure.
it's a sensitive subject, but do you think you could be willing to light me on fire?
No.
Please?
I n- I don't want to hurt you. I mean, what if I go like overkill with it?
I don't think you could hurt more than I am currently hurting.
Are you in pain right now? Oh, I guess you do look not good. I I don't know. I mean, it seems to be really on or off for me. I really hurt those dragons, but I couldn't. I mean, the fires I tried to light for you lit up a little bit, but it was a lot of effort to keep them going.
That's fair.
I just sh- have we passed maybe like a body of water or something?
Not really. I mean, like small ponds and things like that.
If we, I don't know, maybe if we went to one of those ponds or the lake or something, something we could dunk you in if I like really hurt you? Or would you be able to just cool yourself down?
Well, I suppose that would be something to figure out, wouldn't it? I think I remember being able to cool off some of the dragon's attacks. And I mean you no offense, but I'm not sure that you could be stronger than the dragon's fire. Not yet.
Yeah, I don't think I am. Um, I don't like now.
Whenever you feel comfortable.
I'm not ever going to feel comfortable with it, but I mean, I guess if you really, really want me to, can we at least get the others in on this so they can help if if you need, and it doesn't look like I'm just lighting you on fire out of nowhere?
I imagine that I did not pull Astrana aside for this. Well, I guess just turn around.
Okay.
Well,
I'm like spooning some of my breakfast into my mouth, and my mouth is just hanging open. Ah,
A little bit of oatmeal like dripping off the spoon.
yeah.
I'm gonna have to say absolutely not.
Yeah.
You can't heal yourself right now, and you want to be hit with a ball of fire.
yes.
What if that gives you another injury?
Surely there's something else to be tried first.
I'm not quite coming up with anything.
Well, I do think that we should probably find a solution that isn't just hit you with fire. Because
I would prefer not to be hit, more like gently set.
I still am not in favor of setting you on fire.
Yeah, I mean, we're also like about to go talk to this like witch who, I mean, turns people into frogs. Who knows what else she can do? And you're already not looking good. I don't know if we want you to be worse off if she, I don't know, gets really angry at us. That would kind of make you a prime target, I think.
But only if we do try to find the solution soon.
Maybe the witch will set you on fire.
That would be ideal.
Or maybe the witch will be nice and help you.
Also ideal.
I don't know. Maybe if we were near like a big body of water we could dunk you in, or if we had like medical supplies or a healer on hand, but I'm not really comfortable doing that when we have no way of patching you up if I hurt you.
I can respect that at least. If we pass a big body of water, though, I will remember this conversation.
Sure.
Let's maybe keep our hearts open for a solution that is not so drastic, though.
I would like to do that as well, but
Yeah, I could also maybe set something else on fire for you that you can hold, maybe. Like your. I don't know how to actually enchant stuff, like your necklace, but I could do like a.
that would be nice.
I'm trying to think of like the fantasy equivalent of like stuffing rice in a sock and like microwaving that as like a makeshift heating pad. I
Water
don't know
bottle.
what the
Rice in a
equivalent of that
sock
would
and
be.
putting it on fire.
A hot water bottle.
Yeah. Well, like a hot water flask or something.
Mm-hmm.
Try that. I have my flask right here, and I'll offer it out.
Great, let's boil some
Sure.
water and put it in there.
I guess I'll take the water flask and I'm just trying to heat it up. Not quite boiling, but I want it to be, warm enough to be comfortable and nice to hold, like as if it were winter.
Gotcha. You can do that.
Cool. Here, try this.
Thank you. I guess I will hold the hot water bottle.
Gotcha. You hold it. Have you ever been to Minnesota, Jamie?
I haven't, but I'm cold all the time, so I can imagine how instantly it gets not warm anymore.
Well, you can dump, a mug of coffee out in the winter and
And it freezes instantly?
Yes.
I've seen those videos!
So as you hold the bottle, 1 second it's hot, the next second you hear this chunk. It's ice.
Do I get to reduce my cold?
No,
Oh. Do we have a cooking campfire?
you do.
Has everybody made their breakfast at this point?
About 8 a.m. We could say so.
Can I stick my hand into the fire?
Sure, you can stick your hand into the fire.
Does that help me reduce the cold at all?
I'll roll a d6 to see. I mean, it will reduce the cold. I want to see if you get hurt.
It is an Astrona-made fire. I believe we said she could set the fire last night.
Yeah.
Nice.
The astronomy fire still works. How big do you have the fire currently? Just a normal
I
cooking
imagine
fire?
if it's... Yeah, I imagine if it's been all night and also people have already made their breakfast, the sun is up and we're starting to, like, wind down, I imagine it's probably a little bit lower.
Yeah. As your fingers touch the flame, they get a little seared. Not enough for you to lose a health block. But instantly the fire goes out.
And can I reduce my cold?
Not with that level of fire, no.
Ah!
But hey, it's warmer. You're almost close to getting your cold down by 1.
Well,
Did that feel any better?
not particularly.
Did it hurt?
Not really. I mean, my hand tingled a little bit, but
Does their skin look like
Steps in the
visibly
right
burned?
direction?
Yes, they were visibly burned.
It
Ah,
looks like it hurt.
Oh,
I mean, it'll heal in, what, 2 hours?
will it?
Yeah, I don't think setting you on fire is a good idea.
I guess I'm gonna have to go provoke that witch.
Don't provoke the
Please
witch,
don't.
please.
provoke the witch.
That was a joke, I promise.
No,
Ask
when
the
I brought
witch
her up, I meant
nicely
asking her
for a favor.
nicely. Yeah.
Works too. Well then, are we ready to set out?
I mean, I am. I mean, the sooner
Yeah.
we set out, the sooner we can find a solution for you.
Did you use the dream sand last night?
I did. It didn't go as planned. I did see Nora, but I also met somebody that wanted to meet up with us.
Oh,
Who was this?
Somebody by the name of Morgan. Was it Morgan or Morrigan, Colin?
Morgan.
Morgan, gotcha.
Morgen.
Thank you.
You-
I feel like I should know that name, and there's a sinking pit of dread in my stomach as soon as you said that. So I'll
You said-
investigate.
Did you
that.
say
We saw who?
Ian or An?
Ian.
E-N.
Morgen.
Morgen.
What about this isn't clicking? Morgen.
mm-hmm.
Oh, that's fun.
Uh,
I understand now.
They
What?
They wanted to meet up with us.
yes. They
Is she
wanted-
here?
in the area, but
You didn't
The area?
tell.
What do you mean in the area?
You didn't tell her where we were, did you?
Is she, is she okay?
she seems fine. Why?
That's, that's my mother.
Oh,
Really?
Yeah. Wait, she's here?
In the yes, in the skybound lands. She was looking for us.
well, I guess that makes a bit of sense. I mean, his stuff is here.
I mean, already looking for us? I don't know.
He
About.
knows that we're near the mountain. She asked us to send up a signal of some kind. Gwyn, is that something you want us to do so we can meet your mother?
I think so. I don't know. I want to see her again. I don't understand.
Maybe she can explain it. She told us to send up any kind of signal, but she suggested a pillar of cold, or maybe Estrana, if you can send up something of fire, maybe.
Wait, does
We're
she
in a
know?
forest.
I
Sorry,
thought
go
we
on.
just said we weren't in a fucking forest.
We're in like a wooded area, though.
Oh my god, are we or are we not in the woods?
You are
Gwyn, you were saying?
woods, not a forest.
But does sorry. Does she know what's going on with you? If she wants you to send up a pillar of cold somehow.
I was not made very clear on that. I didn't quite ask a lot of questions. I should have, possibly, but I was more nervous than anything else.
It's okay. It's. I just don't know what she's doing here.
She said something about trying to navigate, but I'm not sure whether she meant navigate the skybound lands or the weird dreamscape we met in.
I don't know either.
If you would not mind, then I suppose I can. I've never controlled this cold before, but I can try now if you would like.
How do you
Forgive
all
me.
feel about that?
I'm a bit skeptical about this. If I'm honest.
I think you should do it.
Gwyn is kind of looking nervously between Anya and Estrana.
You get to see your mom again. I mean, why wouldn't you?
Yeah.
I don't trust this.
Why?
I just have a bad feeling. That's all. I mean, yes, your mother's stuff is here, but then your mother suddenly appears in Alfie's dream, saying she
also-
knows exactly how to help. Seems a little convenient.
Maybe she can fix Bee and Alfie.
Yes, Gwyn's been having those issues. I feel like we need to see if she can help at least us figure us out what is wrong with Gwyn.
She can fix us.
I'm just. She seems awfully knowledgeable.
That is her job as a
when you just-
scientist.
Yeah.
When no, I'm not that. I meant awfully knowledgeable about our situation, without really knowing who you were.
That is true, but I suppose there's no way to answer the questions of how she knows without seeing her either. And if she does want to find us, I feel like she will. Avoiding it might just make it worse.
That's
She,
not
does
great
she
logic.
know I'm here? Did she
She
say
didn't
anything?
say anything, no.
Hmm.
But she did know who the Tattercoats were.
Okay.
Jerica, you've been silent. What do you think?
Uh, I don't know. I really don't. I don't feel like I have enough information to make a statement here. Uh, Gwen, she's your mother. You know her better than I do. Is she? I don't know. Is there anything we should know first about her as a person?
I don't think so. I mean, she's an artificer. She made me. She taught me what I know.
Another reason I think we should meet up with her is because this would be the only other person, other than Inora, which seemed to be a special case, but the only other human person we've seen in the entire Skybound lands. And if she somehow got here, maybe she can help us get home.
But how can she get home if she's here?
We got here somehow.
Well, so do we.
Mm-hmm.
Was it? Seems like he's been building his stuff for a while. Um, I mean, he'd have to have had access to the material for a while, right?
Well, we don't know if his
Yeah.
material was always her make.
Even if it wasn't, that's still one more mind that we've got on solving the problem of how to get home.
Jericho, you have that notepad. Maybe you can try writing her name in there?
Sure. What would I be looking for, though?
I don't know. Anything that would make you guys feel better about it, I guess?
Or demonstrably worse, we don't want to just ignore anything bad that could be there.
Well, here's the thing: is that I don't know what I would ask the book that could sort of sell the nerves here, because it's purely factual information, statistics and whatnot. I don't know
If it's
the question I could
statistics,
ask.
what about number of times traveled between our home and the Skybound lands?
I don't know if I can get that specific. I can try. Gwen, remind me, what was your mother's last name?
Anon. Annwn.
I will write that in the notebook.
Okay. And
Um,
as you do, a general list of characteristics pops up for Morgan.
okay. I will try to write the question Alfie said of like times traveled between Rings of Meropis and Skybound Lands.
Gotcha. As you kind of write, there's a moment. You get a response, Jericho.
Oh.
300 plus.
Oh, whoa. 300. Over 300,
So she does know how to get home.
apparently. Huh. I'm gonna try
Can you
another one.
ask it
Oh,
when
go ahead.
she first traveled here? Because I haven't
Sure.
seen her in a long
Um,
time.
Date of first trip to Skybound Lands.
Date of first trip to Skybound Lands. That would be
I can call and dig real deep in his Google Drive.
about 6.5 years ago.
How long ago did you say you left, Gwen?
2 years ago.
2.
Or hold on. Sorry, I'm looking at my backstory. I just need to remember the numbers.
We don't need another Fred situation.
Yes,
Wait,
2 years
my
ago.
mom's name isn't Morgan.
Well, hold on, my mom's name is Fred.
You're just thinking of a completely different person.
Yeah, I left 2 years ago. I was created 7 years ago.
Okay. So she did
Is it-
start doing this after you were created, then?
Is it possible to ask it, like questions like a customs officer would, like purpose of travel?
Uh, I'll try that one, and then I have another one. I have purpose of traveling to Skybound Lands.
Resurrection.
Resurrection. Let's find out if I can ask clarifying question. Resurrection of what?
Olwyn.
Olwyn?
Yep.
Gwen, does that sound familiar to you?
She's just staring at you when you say that name.
Gwen, you okay?
What? Oh.
Are you alright?
It's Olwen.
That's the name here, yeah.
That makes sense. That's-
Who's
who
Olwen?
is-
Um, that's Morgan's daughter.
Oh. Had she evidently passed prior to you leaving?
Yeah. She died around 7, 8 years ago.
Okay. There's one that I'm gonna write just sort of privately to myself. I just write kill count.
Ooh.
Oh no.
Oh no!
Oh, that's not
Oh
annoying.
no!
3.
3.
Ah!
Okay.
Do you say any of that out loud or no?
You know what? Why not?
Ah!
Hmm. Gwen?
That's
Mhm.
It, I'm very sorry if what I'm about to say is a shock to you. It seems your mother has killed 3 people.
Oh. Does it say who?
Uh,
I don't.
reason for kills.
As you look, you see self-defense, self-defense, premeditated murder.
Oh. 2 in self-defense and 1 was premeditated.
Gwen's just gonna sit down and
Just
put her
try to
head
hold,
in her hands.
kind of sit next to her, kind of hug her close.
Yeah, I'll try to like rest a hand on her on the other shoulder.
Are
I-
you?
yeah. I'll sit down next to Gwen too.
I know she hasn't been well since Olwen died, and I don't know. I never thought it was like this.
Well, can you find out who she killed?
Identity of kills
Restricted.
restricted.
Ooh.
I don't know if this will work, but
Interesting.
I'm gonna write into the book by whom.
me.
Right in the book. Who the hell do you think you are?
Me. That was me.
Me.
Great.
At this point, Jericho, you can see new words begin to emerge across the page.
Ah, shit.
Do you think you were just talking to a book?
Yes.
Poor little detective.
Uh,
And you can see a
Who are
little
you?
like frowny face gets drawn. Aren't you the one who finds people?
I shut the book. I like wrap it or whatever it, however it shuts. Okay. All right. That's concerning. Okay. All right. Uh,
Hey, I don't mean to be a little pushy or anything, but we gonna get going soon?
yeah, I think
Yeah.
so. Yeah, let's start moving, huh?
When should I send the signal?
No, not yet. Let's wait on that. We should
Yeah,
get
I
moving.
think we should get moving.
Yes.
Gotcha. So y'all are packing up, heading out?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Okay. Then it's your last day of travel. Anything you're doing before you're heading up the mountain?
I
Jericho
am.
didn't. Oh, sorry.
No, you go first.
Jericho didn't tell us about the weird thing with the book, right?
Oh no, I did.
Oh, okay. Never mind. That was my entire question.
Okay.
Um,
I had been.
when when the book responded to me or responds to me, does it have a distinctive handwriting or is it more like a font or typeset?
It's like a typesetting.
Okay.
But Astrana?
Well,
Oh, I was just gonna say, I was maybe going to ask if it could tell us the status of my mom, but now I don't know if that's such a good idea.
I think we give it. I personally want to give it a bit of time before I try using this book again.
I would agree. I was thinking maybe we could try it for Ulwin Anon, but if it's acting up like that, maybe we should confront it after this adventure with the witch.
I don't want to confront it until I have some actionable intelligence. I want to figure something out about this book first.
I do think right now we have some things on our plate. I think our most pressing thing should be a solution for Alfie. The cold.
Yes.
I kind of actually have two questions. One is when Jericho and the book were going back and forth at the end there, it was only responding to what Jericho wrote, right? It wasn't responding to like any of his verbal reactions.
That is correct.
Okay. The other one was I mean, I don't it could be dangerous, maybe. I we don't know who this person is, but maybe they also know things about Alfie's condition.
I feel like we should explore alternatives first before we start asking the book. That's my opinion.
Yeah. but I think it's at least a step above setting them on fire.
But I would agree. I think we should try the book before we just try immolating them. Maybe, who knows? Maybe this mountain has a hot spring on it or something.
Ooh, that'd be cool.
That would be quite pleasant.
That would be wonderful. If you guys feel like ice skating.
Ah,
That was a joke,
No.
I promise. Alfie's laughing.
I would hope a geothermal vent would be enough to stand up to whatever you got going on. Maybe not. Still, I would hope.
I think at Alfie actually cracking that joke, Quinn smiles for the first time since all that shit was revealed about her.
are you feeling a bit better?
Me? No. But it's fine.
Yeah, that's fair.
We have things to do today. Olwen's a touchy subject.
Sure.
So
Can't
I
imagine.
surmised.
Also, I have passed Alfie a cigarette.
Okay.
I will
Oh.
eat it. I'm not going to, I promise. I'm gonna do it like a normal person.
Out of curiosity, is it a... I don't know if it even matters, but is it a normal cigarette or a gibbet cigarette?
The gibbet.
I'm going to be exhausting the normal cigarettes before I start getting rid of the gibbet ones.
Speaking of, how is Gibby?
Gibby's happy floating next to all of you guys. Generally next to
Nice.
Estrana.
Giving him scritches. How's Newton looking about all this, by the way?
Newton is looking pretty shell-shocked. He stayed quiet for a reason because he's just like looking at you guys like as bombshell after bombshell gets dropped, trying to figure out what the heck is going on.
I think Estrana will kind of... She's a little timid about it, but she'll kind of drop back to walk with him, I think.
Okay.
Are you doing okay?
Mm-hmm.
Alright. I know that was a lot, for all of us.
Yeah. Sure was.
Hey, we're out of it for the moment. Got, nice mountain air around us. It's a nice day.
Yeah. Newton, just because, I mean, you're not really... Are you doing this after you've parked the traveling cow at the bottom of the mountain? The horses and stuff, and are beginning to make your way up?
Probably. Yeah, I imagine that's probably, the conversation with the rest of the party is probably settled down by that point.
Mm-hmm. And Newton's just gonna, like, look down the trail and look back to you, and he'll just, give a nod.
Have you ever been up here before?
To this mountain, no. No, I haven't. Not a lot of fishing spots up here.
Yeah, I guess that's true. Hey. At least it's, first time for everything. Maybe you'll see, like, a cool waterfall or something, at least.
I guess so. Newton's
I
gonna,
think
like,
Estrada's
speed
just
up.
gonna... Yeah, just kind of awkwardly falling silent.
Before we head up the mountain, Anya is gonna find a rock or two, stick them in her pocket.
Okay. Sounds good. Sounds good.
Hey, gang, I apologize if this is callous. Are there any other familial or otherwise life experience stuff that anyone needs to get off the chest?
Well, am I allowed to not elaborate?
Depending on what it is.
Yeah. Kinda depends.
Depends.
Like, if you look at this and you say, I killed someone, probably we would appreciate some elaboration. But if it's something like, there's somebody hunting me, that would require elaboration. That's not a good example.
Oh. Well, I was just going to say, I don't like my mother, kind of hate her, and I
Alright.
miss my sister.
Okay. Yeah, you don't have to elaborate on that.
Good. I didn't want to, and I wasn't going to, even if you asked.
Okay.
Um, sorry, go on.
No, you go first.
Oh, I was just gonna say, I mean, you guys know basically everything about me. Um, yeah, nothing special. Uh, I just grew up on a farm, was raised by my mom. Not really a whole lot different from most people, I think.
I also see colors sometimes.
You what?
Sometimes I see colors.
You don't see colors all the time?
No, like, fuck, wait, I messed up.
You have a
Sometimes I
time
see
color
colors too,
blindness?
Alfie.
I see purple. That shit is whack. You guys
Yo,
won't
how
understand.
fucked up would it be if I also threw in color blindness?
That's your deep secret you've been hiding? You're colorblind?
No, you're color sighted.
Guys, sometimes I hear sounds.
I don't
Sometimes I
mean
think-
just in daily life. I'm sorry. I mean,
I'm sorry,
sometimes
please continue.
I meant hear colors when hearing certain sounds. Sometimes, not all the time, obviously, but sometimes it just has a tinge of color to it.
Okay, so you hear colors.
Yes, with my eye.
That's less common.
Gotcha.
I hear colors
Cool.
with my eyes.
Right.
Good to
What do you hear right now?
clarify. Am I allowed to assign that, Colin?
Yeah, I can't assign it.
Okay, I was just thinking. I was just making sure. I associate mostly pink for you, Estrana.
Oh, pretty.
It's
What kind of pink?
uh lighter, I think, but that's usually because a lot of the colors are more fadey. That makes sense. It's not all the time. Again, it's just sometimes.
Ooh, do me.
It oscillates, I think, between red and blue, depending on your mood.
Interesting.
What about me?
A stark silver, I think.
I'm good. As far as I go, both my parents are dead. My sister raised me. I grew up underground.
Underground.
Yeah.
Very
Like in a
cool.
cave?
Catacombs, actually.
Wait, you said both of your parents are dead.
Yeah.
I thought your mom taught you a lot of this.
No. My sister taught me that.
Oh.
Yeah. Dad died before I was born. Mom died not long after I was born.
I'm sorry.
I never knew either one of them.
I suppose I can understand that. I never knew who my father was. So it's
Hey.
just like, I don't...
Neither did I.
My
Think
goodness.
Strahd kind of goes for a high five.
Anya will high five and say, I didn't realize there were so many dadless wonders here.
I mean, I guess I don't have a dad. I
High
don't
five
know
for her as well.
Owen's father.
Damn, who here has a dad?
Any dads around here?
Alfie? Question mark.
Alfie, do you have a dad?
I love my dad. He's very supportive. He's I don't know. He sometimes gets a little confused, but he's got the spirit.
Okay. Yeah, besides that, I mean, you guys know most of the rest of it. I know how to tell the future through varying methods. I keep rats. I once had a gambling problem. And now I own a detective agency. That's most of it. Oh, what? Actually, no, I'm not getting into my exes right now.
Oh,
Oh,
well, now I feel bad.
Not even a little.
I
I'd
didn't.
rather not.
Well, to take away, take that attention from that, so that you don't have to do that. I feel bad that I didn't reveal very much.
Fine.
I mean, I'm not going to get into the depths of the relationship I had with my mother right now, but I will say, I said before I was never in Havel. That was a bit of a lie. I was in Havel, but that was before I went by no name. So I don't really think about it. And I grew up very devoted to Zell.
I did kind of want to ask about the no name thing. But,
Yes. Well, I used to have another name, and now the no name is my name. By
Yeah.
choice.
Gotcha.
Perhaps I will pick up a new one if I feel like it.
Yeah, alright. LaChance isn't my last name either.
It isn't.
No, it's a... What was the word? Marketing gimmick? It's meant to make my detective agency look better on a...
Very, very fair. LeChance is a very detective-y sounding name.
Yeah, we thought so. But yeah, I mean, it's just... That's pretty much... You're up to date with me. I got a ton going on, I'll be honest.
Yeah, there's... Of course. That's about what you need to know with me, anyways, right now. Don't think there's anything from my past trying to get me.
I don't think there's anything on my end either. I hope not.
Oh,
I
I
have
also...
no idea what my younger sibling is doing, but probably not trying to get me.
I mean, I wish my mom was coming here, but I don't think she's able to. I guess I'd also never told you guys my family name, but it's Himura.
Hmm.
Okay.
That's
I
a very
think we
nice
have...
name.
Yeah, it is. But I think
Thanks.
we have successfully cleared the air a bit. Let's go meet a witch.
I also have these scars, and I will
Let's-
reveal. just pulling down the collar a little bit. They're already kind of peeking out, but just revealing a little bit.
Okay.
That's probably not important, but I just wanted to share.
Okay.
I see.
oh, and before I forget, not another thing being revealed, by the way. Um, Alfie, I made this for you, and I hope you can talk to Honora through it, but I'm not sure honestly. And I'll hand the fin-shaped ear cuff over to them. I hope it's a good size.
I genuinely think Elfie doesn't know what to say for a second. Thank you. That's... Thank you.
Yeah, of course. I don't know if you'll be able to talk to her through it. Otherwise, I hope you think it looks nice.
I think it looks wonderful.
Oh, thank you.
And I will add it to the insane gallery of jewelry I have going on.
Gotcha. Are you putting it on?
Oh shit. Yes. Before I put it on, I'll say, "Oh, I almost forgot I'm adopted," and then I'll put it.
My
I
goodness,
was just mid-drink.
I used to be worse.
What? What does that mean?
Like at tailoring, or
No.
Just in general?
Yeah, okay.
Yes.
Okay.
And I like rocks very much.
We knew that part.
That's nice.
Yeah, I'm happy for you.
you find any cool ones recently?
Anya's gonna dump out every rock she has from her pocket.
How
And
many
Estrada will,
rocks
like,
are there?
It's like that SpongeBob bit with the suitcase.
I am literally searching up that GIF as we speak.
Y'all are like, how do you fit that and Maple in there?
Destrana will be like oohing and awing over the rocks.
How's that ear thing going?
How is it going? I will add it and then kind of tentatively try to reach out.
Well, as you like put it on, you hear a voice go, "Is this the rat again?"
No, Nora, it's me.
Oh, thank goodness. Okay.
My friend Gwyn, the one who's been making these windows, made an ear cuff so we could speak easier.
That's nice. I'll tell her thank you. From me.
Nora says thank you.
Of course. Tell her I wish I could meet her again.
Do you hear any of that, or should I translate?
No, I can hear that.
That's good. She can hear you. Do you know how this works? Well, we are about to go into a more dangerous spot. I'm not sure if we should bring you into it yet. We're about to go confront the witch.
Oh, hey, Alfie, with all due respect, I go where you go.
So you're there no matter what?
Yes.
Okay. Okay then.
Well, I mean, when you fell unconscious, I popped out, so...
So I just won't do that again.
Okay.
Would you be okay with manifesting then? I would love to see you again.
Girl, how?
I'm not sure. I don't know how I did it last time. You said it became more like a door than a window.
Mm-hmm.
I guess I'm gonna try real hard to think door thoughts.
Okay, there's like a moment where all of you watch as Alfie closes their eyes and like scrunches their nose. And you just hear Honora say in your ear, Alfie, "Why are you thinking door thoughts?"
You said that was like a door.
Yeah, but I just keep on hearing door, door, door really loudly.
I'm sorry. I'm not sure what to do.
Just do what you did last time.
Okay, I'll try. And I remember last time, I think Alfie was specifically trying to, like, reach inward and into the object specifically and reach an aura that way.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess Alfie will focus then on the actual object and trying to connect to the consciousness within it, just like last time.
Gotcha. Are you using your prophetic dreams power?
Yes, I forgot about that. Yes,
I know you
I will
did.
do that. I forgot that was the trigger. I didn't forget that I had it. I want to be clear. I just forgot that I used it when I was awake.
Mhm. But as you go ahead and use it, there is this swirling of wind in front of you, Alfie. And the rest of you would feel some heat. And then appearing before you, Honora.
Oh, thank God.
Oh, it's a.
Hi, Nora.
Oh, hi.
Hello.
Back.
I am. Well, I never really left,
Right.
but I'm
Physically.
here in front of you again. Yes, as much as I can be here physically. Oh, thank you, Gwen, for making the earpiece.
Of course. I only hope to get you a connection with Alfie. I'm happy to see you again.
Oh yeah. So we're going to go see a witch?
Yeah.
Okay.
Which turn. Wait, you've been around. You know all this.
No, yeah, I know everything.
All right. Well, let's go try and deal with it.
Yeah, just don't eat any apples, I guess.
Can you eat?
Right. No apples.
I haven't eaten before. I mean,
Oh, we should get you some cake to try.
I would like cake, I think. Alfie likes cake.
Do
Ooh.
like cake.
Something for back in
prefer
town,
pie.
maybe. Oh, maybe we can get you some of that sunlight pie.
That'd be really nice. And then you'd hear a frog go, and hey, we're burning sunlight.
Yeah.
Oh, are we not walking and talking?
Well, yeah, but you can see
Until,
Kirval is like amped.
Right.
Ah, there.
Well, are we on the right path then?
Yeah.
Okay.
We're pretty close.
Okay, great. Keep on walking.
Guys can keep on walking. But I would like the sunlight pie. I think. I don't know. Never really experienced that.
Yeah, neither have we. We'll be able to share that together.
Right. I think Honora's just going to just begin taking in the world around her a bit more, while staying generally close to you, Alfie.
And Alfie will just kind of occasionally, like, a little shoulder bump.
Okay.
Like, in a friendly way.
And as you make your way along, it is not too much longer before, as you are going ahead and cresting kind of a hillside pass, you see hanging off of like the mountain itself a hut.
Whoa.
You hear Kirval say, "Oh, this is it! This is it!"
Good grief, that is wild. Okay. Alright. Remember, everyone, we're going to try to approach this peaceably.
Right.
We're gonna
Peacefully.
see if we can talk this out. before we even consider trying to escalate. We're just going to try and talk to her. Everyone clear?
Of
Yes.
course,
Yeah.
clear.
Yes.
Someone could be ready with a fireball, though, right? I mean, it's just on the side of a cliff.
You seem rather eager for us to start this fight.
She turned me into a fucking frog.
I
Yes, and if she
understand
dies,
that.
she may not be able to be turned back.
Right, but if she dies, then her magic dies with her, right?
Not
I don't know.
necessarily.
I don't know
Yeah,
anything
we
about
know
magic.
Don't
That's
you do
banking a
magic?
lot.
Ooh.
What do you mean? You make fire!
Astrana
A
is a
little.
baby.
It was, I
A baby
found
magic.
out like a couple days ago on accident. Or a
Frog just
couple
nods.
weeks.
Yeah, and my stuff's like divining the future, so I don't know if there's a method in which that can stick around after I die.
Yeah, like it's like you've been a frog for a couple weeks. Do you know everything about being a frog now?
Pretty much. It's not that complicated. I rode a dog.
Yeah.
You did. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, as a frog. Pretty much got it down.
Yay. All right, shall we?
You can see Enora will nod. Frog will nod.
Strana's ready.
Yeah.
Let's.
Yeah, I'm ready.
I will be looking around both the building, the like branch it's on, the surrounding cliffs and trees and whatnot, and see if I can see anything that is watching us.
Anything that is watching you, go ahead and make a physical check then.
Nothing.
Nothing you can see. What you are able to see is like the mountainsides around here are filled with like trees, specifically apple trees. You can see there are pear trees about as well, and other like fruit-bearing trees.
Okay. Does it? I'll ask. I'll sort of try to tell myself and also ask Strana. Does it look like these trees are being picked regularly, or does it look like the fruit is just growing, falling off, and rotting?
Astrana, these are well-kept orchards.
They're really well kept, actually. It's impressive. This seems like a. Does it seem like a lot for one person?
Yeah.
I wonder if she's doing it all on her own, or if she has other people around here. Because this is like really impressive, especially for one person.
What about magically created servants? Helpers?
Maybe. I don't know. Kirval, did you see anyone else, or was it just her?
It was just her. I mean,
I'm going to.
she
go
seemed
ahead.
nice at first, and I came in, I didn't see anybody, but as my time kind of grew on, she grew a little strange.
Did it? Okay. I know I've asked you a lot of questions about this already, but I want to just ask one more time. Did it seem like it was just the longer you were here, her mood changed, or was it a sharp turn after you ate the apple?
I mean, definitely, when I ate the apple, I felt her mood definitely change. But I think it was, maybe getting a little bit worse over time, but I think the apple's what did it.
Okay. I'm almost considering doing a reading. Like, why does the person here care for these apples? Because it might be for something other than just food.
I don't see why you shouldn't do a reading.
I can only do it once a day.
Mm.
Tattercoat, can I talk to you over there for a second?
Sorry?
Can I talk to you over there for a second?
Sure. Step aside with
I
Alfie.
guess we'll gently pass Kirval over to somebody else.
Okay. Nora will
Can
take it.
you can you do your reading, but on what happened when Kirval was here? Because I'm getting some odd vibes. I'm not sure if you're getting those vibes too, but
I mean, a bit. Just based on how eager he seems to be for a fight to break out, but at the same time, he's been
yes,
turned into a frog.
that's true. But he seems more concerned with the witch getting punished than with turning back into a human.
Well, hopefully, when we meet with the witch, if something is not corroborated, we can just. Because I'm also good at telling when people are lying, so maybe I could just do it that way instead of using my whole reading on it.
That could work.
Or do you want this information before we even walk in the door?
I am nervous that if we walk in the door unprepared, that we could be put in the worst situation, especially for resolving this peacefully. If something did happen, and she thinks we're with him. But ultimately, it's your call. Your magic.
Hmm. I'm, I think. Yeah, okay. I would like to use augury.
Okay.
What happened the night that Kirval arrived here?
As you focus, get a vision. As the vision begins to unfold, you can see kind of in this like white void-like space, there is a bat, like the actual creature standing on
Mhm.
one end of the room, and you can see what appears to be a like deer-like fellow on the other side. In between them, rakes on the ground. The deer begins to walk towards the bat, steps on the first rake, whack, stumbles forward, more rakes, whack, 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 whack. As the deer stumbles forward, the bat just kind of looks confused, and then as the deer stumbles forward, just goes and like starts kicking rakes wildly, and a few rakes hit the bat. The bat seems to grow more angry as the bat seems to walk over to the deer, who then steps on a rake once again, Jericho. This time, rake hits the bat. And the vision ends.
Uh-huh. Okay. So it was a little vague, but if I had to guess, I think as soon as Kirval arrived, he started fucking up and just continued fucking up the entire evening, and the apple was more than anything just the last straw.
I see. So that is good information, though, to have before going in.
Sure, yeah.
Thank you for reading.
Yeah. Let's head in.
Let's go.
Is there a clear front door, or is it just a ladder?
Yeah, there's a front door.
All right, shall we, everyone?
Yes.
Sure.
Mhm.
Okay. I will walk up and I will lightly knock on the door.
Gotcha. And as you lightly knock on the door, you hear a voice go, "Who is it?"
Hello. We are the Tattercoat Knights. Do you have a moment?
"Oh, of course." And you hear the sound of, like, shuffling behind the door. The door opens, as you can see a bat, like you saw in your vision, dressed almost in, like, shepherd's clothing. Definitely, like, not anything fancy, Jericho. And you can see this bat woman smiles at you. "Oh, good evening, all of you. Or I
Good
suppose good morning for me. Um, you've come at, I suppose, the best time. What can I do to help you today?"
Well, you see, a few days ago at this point, we were sort of wandering around the town of Luton when we came across a frog.
"Oh, I see.
Yeah.
He had it coming."
Listen, we don't know the whole story.
"He insulted
bits and
my
pieces.
cooking.
Really?
He smoked my weed.
Oh.
Oh dear.
I came in. He threw his wet clothes all about my living room."
Careful, dude.
"Why, they were wet. Oh, they were
Could you hang him
wet."
up or something?
Can't do that.
It is so rude.
"He did not hang them up.
Ah,
I
mhm.
made food from the orchard. He said that the cooking was bad. I didn't say it was bad. I said that some things could be better. My duck was perfectly cooked. I gave you pie for dessert that you said tasted like it had been left out in the sun for weeks."
Careful, my guy.
Well, this person offers you shelter and you treat their hospitality like this?
I don't know. Yes?
Just a quick inquisitor.
Mhm.
All this true?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Listen, Kirval, if someone offers you shelter, then you be polite.
I was being polite.
Doesn't sound like it.
I didn't mean to offend. And at the end of it all, I work very hard on this orchard. Everything I do feels like an uphill battle on this mountain. Pun, I suppose, intended. I do everything here. I make sure that the weeds are gone from the fields. I prune the trees. I harvest all the fruit, even. And yet, they said that the apple was bad and asked for another.
Oh. I just.
We-
I have-
Well, that's just wrong. I think your orchard's beautiful.
Well,
it is
thank you.
gorgeous.
Just looking at, I'm not a farmer, but looking outside, that looks like a lot of work.
Oh, it's an incredible amount of work.
Do you care for it all yourself?
I do. I do care for all of this myself.
So you're telling me that you do all this work on this orchard and in your home by yourself, and you kindly offered this one a bit of shelter and terrible weather, and you even go as far as to make him food, and he treats your home and food like that.
Very rude, yes.
Listen,
Why didn't you tell us the full story, Kirvol?
I
Why
didn't.
did you?
Told you the full story. Look, I just came in and you were very nice. I thought we were having a great time.
wow. Listen. Um, oh, I'm sorry. I'm terribly rude. What was your name?
Rola. My name
Rola.
is Rola.
Well, Rola, you are obviously very kind, and you go to great lengths, and it is very much just from me. I will say that sort of effort is very much appreciated. Just sort of to you fellow people. That is a very nice thing to do. Now, I would just like to say, I feel that turning him into a frog was a bit far as punishments go. So, would there be any way that he could make any sort of amends that you would turn him back?
I believe that this one does not deserve to walk on his regular legs again. He looks much better as a frog. I suppose, though, if all of you are the Tattercoat Knights, if you would vouch for them, perhaps there would be something that we could do.
Alright, well, let's start with something. Kirval, let's have a bit of a chat.
Oh, okay.
Now, you do get that what you did was exceedingly rude, yes?
No.
No. Okay, why?
I just came in. She offered me her home for the night. I took off my
Sure.
wet clothes. I ate
Yeah.
her food. I
Sure.
gave her constructive criticism.
Alright.
And then, I was going to sleep. Ate an
Is
apple.
that criticism solicited?
I mean, it was constructive.
Okay, so let's go down this list. So, you are invited into someone else's home. You should treat that home with due respect.
I suppose so, yes.
I mean, how would you feel if someone walked into your home after you generously offered them a night and they just started, I don't know, drying their clothes on your couch?
Well, I suppose it would be a little off-putting.
Sure. Let's call it that. Sure. Off-putting. Let's so next step, someone provides you with food, which they do not need to do, but they feel a sense of charity or duty to give you this food because you are hungry and because it is evening and because you are their guest. It is not appropriate to then criticize their food without them asking directly if you have any notes as to the quality of said food.
So I was just always under the assumption when you go into someone's house and I mean they're offering you shelter. This wasn't planned. You eat whatever they give you and you shut up.
Well, how is she supposed to make better food?
I don't believe
Okay.
she asked you.
She did not apparently ask if the food needed improving. And frankly, if this is where she lives alone, tending these orchards by herself, and she cooks typically for herself, then who are you to say the quality of her food that she prefers to eat?
Maybe it's how she likes it.
Yeah.
And since you were in her home, it should have been
Okay, party
on
foul
invite.
on me. Party foul on me.
Yes, Pouty fell on you.
Additionally, you left a lot of things out of the story to make yourself look like the victim.
I didn't. I told you what happened.
You
You really
You
glossed
gave
over
us-
everything until the end.
You gave us
You-
broad strokes. Let's
you
just say that.
expected
You
our
gave
help,
us
but
broad
you
strokes.
You
hid
admitted
some of
the
the truth
truth.
from us.
And I did directly ask if there were any details that you glossed over. You said there weren't.
I didn't think that there were any details I glossed over.
Well, when your sort of case, if we want to call it that, is centered around someone turning you into a frog because they took offense to something that you did, anything they might take offense from leading up to that is also important information.
I didn't think that, me taking off my wet clothes would be something that she could take offense to.
But you see how it is now?
No.
No.
Maybe you should. Taking off the clothes wasn't the issue. It was throwing them all over her living space.
Ah.
Because you
Why
might have
wouldn't
found a
you?
coat rack or a hook.
You could
or
ask her
something.
where she wants you to hang them up.
Okay, I see what you're putting down.
Good. Because also, just to throw this piece out there, given the location of her home, water damage to any of the wood that makes up her floor could have genuine dire consequences.
Can take a hero point. Huh. Okay,
she already does
I can see I might have gone wrong in a few places.
And
But I've
she has to
learned.
she does have to maintain all of this by herself, so there's that aspect.
Also, did you, when you came to her and said that you required urgently shelter for the night, and she graciously gave it to you, did you, whether or not she accepted, did you offer anything in return, or were you just happy to take that as charity and move on?
I gave her some money.
Okay. Did you ask for it?
Who, she?
Yeah.
No, I just paid her.
Okay. Well, just because you pay someone because they're giving you shelter does not turn that person's house into a hotel in which you can do as you please.
I didn't say it was. I thought I was being very polite. I now... my bad.
All right. Now,
Can I use
Have you
learn
tried-
emotional state on Kirval? I'm curious whether he actually understands what he did wrong, or if he's kind of internally a little indignant about being told he's wrong.
I mean, you gather some annoyance.
Do I
some confusion.
gather any remorse?
There's some remorse in there.
Okay.
It's like
Careful, have you
10%
tried-
remorse.
At the very least, apologizing to her.
I did in the moment as well. I said, I'm sorry if I offended you, and she started spewing all this witchy magic, and then I'm a frog.
saying
Not
Sorry
apology.
if.
yeah,
An apology.
yeah, that's not great. You should apologize for doing the offending, not if the person feels offense.
Ah, okay.
Um,
It's like if you step on someone's foot, and they're like "ow," and they ask for an apology, and you say like, I'm sorry if you felt hurt. I stepped on your foot, instead of saying sorry for stepping on your foot.
Oh, okay. So that's a bad thing to do.
generally, yeah.
Okay.
Also, just sort of to put the pin in this, when you are a guest in someone's home who is giving you shelter, again, out of the kindness of their heart, I would recommend not taking things like food or drink if they are not offered up to you. Being admitted into the home does not mean that you have free reign of all the fruit within.
Oh, okay.
Especially when that fruit is being painstakingly grown personally by your host.
I think I get it now.
Good. All right. So you think you've sort of learned what we're trying to get at here?
I think so.
Do you agree to try and be a better guest going forward?
I think I do.
Okay.
I think one more thing we could do is have him apologize.
Absolutely. And I sort of hold Kirval towards Rola.
As you walk him over. I think Kirval would like nervously look back to you guys.
I give him a smile and a nod.
What type of
Thumbs up to
apology?
him.
What type of apology do you think he should give?
A sincere one.
Mm-hmm.
One where he apologizes for his actions and promises not to sort of behave that way going forward.
Mm-hmm.
I second that. Sounds perfect.
See,
Mm.
Kirval kind of like turns. I'm sorry. It wasn't my intention to be rude, to cause this situation to happen. Um, I can see now where I went wrong. I won't be doing any of this again. I promise you. I just kind of lost my mind a little bit. But I appreciate everything that you did, and I will continue to appreciate it. You can see Rola kind of nods. And you vouch for this frog?
Yeah.
Yes.
How much
Yeah,
do you
I think he can
vouch?
learn.
Well, I think he's learning.
Yes.
I think he's turning a leaf now. I think he understands and is genuinely willing to not impart this behavior again.
Hmm. Perhaps. But how do I know that you are really the Tattercoat Knights? Or that this person hasn't bewitched you? How do I know that you are pure of heart?
Anya will kind of turn around to show her coat and show the little patches. Do you see these patches here?
I see one patch. Or two.
Yes, we've gained them from helping people out. They appear divinely on our coats. You can see that they're on every one of us.
Not to be rude, but you don't have many patches.
Well,
Well, we just got here.
we haven't been here
Yeah.
long.
We're kind of getting started.
You say
I mean,
divinely given. Is this true?
They simply appear, seemingly out of nowhere.
We don't really know where they come from, just that it happens when we do something good for someone.
Yes.
I don't really know how to magically prove it to you or anything, but I mean, maybe we can help you out with your orchard, to kind of make up for some of the damage he did. I've never tended fruit anywhere high altitude like this, but my family did have a small orchard.
I do like tending the orchard myself, but I will make this deal. I was going to cook a nice dinner tonight, but I'll allow you to cook it. If it is equal to my own food, or better, I will turn Kirval back into his regular state.
Do we want to try? I look to everybody else.
No harm, I suppose.
Yeah, I'm willing to try.
Try.
Yes,
Even
we
if
can
we
try
fail,
this.
we'll get to share a nice dinner with you, ma'am.
Yes. Well, if you fail, it won't be a nice dinner at all.
Well,
It always tastes nicer shared with friends, at least.
It
yeah,
will be
I would
dinner.
disagree. I feel a quality of a meal is mostly the people you share it with.
Well, we'll see your quality then. Here, I'll show you to the kitchen.
So, what do you like to eat, Miss Rola?
I like to eat just about anything. I'm a fan of good food. And
All right.
as you walk in, you can see like there's this small living room with a little bit of a fire going. There's like a small like dining room, and then as you enter into the kitchen, it's like bags and bags of like apples of grain. You can see there is like a bread oven in here. There's like a pizza oven, like multiple bowls. Like it's like a fully decked out kitchen.
Does she have rhubarb?
She does.
Can we please make rhubarb pie? I don't care what you guys do for like the main course, but I want to make rhubarb pie for dessert.
I feel like I should keep away from most of the food, but I can try making some ice cream to go on top of the rhubarb pie.
You have 1 hour starting now, and she turns an hourglass upside down.
Oh shit.
Oh shit!
Let's see if you're master chefs.
Did we just
Ah.
get put on fucking Iron Chef?
Oh god, there's cameras here.
This isn't Iron Chef, this is Worst Cooks in America.
Are there... Is basically all ingredients present here, or are there anything that's left out?
If there's an ingredient that's not there, I'll tell you. But all
Okay.
basic ingredients are here.
I feel like we should divide and conquer. So Estrana and Alfie can work on the dessert. You guys can work on the main course. Maybe one of y'all work on sides, 2 of you on the main course, 2 of us on dessert.
Okay.
Sure. I'm good with meats. How do we feel about maybe a steak dinner?
Steak's nice.
What
She
about...
mentioned, though, her duck was cooked well. We could do something with poultry.
Well,
Mhm.
I think... what if we did like a meat that would pair well with roasted apple?
Oh, that's beautiful. I completely forgot the accent. Fuck that. Something that pairs well with apple, something that goes well with sweet flavors.
Pork, maybe? I always
Pork
see
would
like
be
pigs like
perfect.
with apples in their mouths.
Pork would be
Yeah,
perfect.
pork's a good one. Pork's a good one. I will go and see if I can find... Actually, you know what? I'm gonna see if I can make a pulled pork.
Pulled pork? I mean, there's pork here. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna get like a... Yeah.
I would like to clarify, so when told we have 1 hour, you went, let me choose the pork that takes the longest to make?
I realized that after half a second. I'm gonna do pork loin.
Pork loin? Okay.
Yeah, loin.
I'll grab the apples and I'll grab some cinnamon and I'll also start kind of skinning the apples and cutting them into small slices and kind of arranging them in a Dutch oven.
Gotcha. Then Jericho can make a mental check. Anya can make a physical check.
Oh, okay.
So Quinn hasn't really done much cooking, I don't think. So I think she's gonna be following Jericho's lead here and helping where he needs it.
Ooh!
2 successes from me.
2 successes for
successes.
Jericho.
Zero.
Shannon, you can
Uh,
take a reroll from me.
Okay.
And from me. I'm trying to use some of the apples to make like a sweet glaze for the tenderloin.
Ooh, very nice.
Mm.
Alright, so 2 rerolls in total, or just you?
Yeah.
Each of you are giving me 1. Okay.
Both of us are giving you 1, so that's 2 total.
Okay. Wow.
Oh,
Oof.
I went from rolling 2 1s to rolling 2 2s.
Anya, you're
That's an
struggling a bit
improvement.
then.
You know what? This is actually in character. I don't think Anya does much cooking.
Mhm.
All right, dessert people, do your thing.
Alright, I'm trying to make ice cream by channeling as much cold as I can and like liquid nitrogen, into this stupid fucking cream and sugar mixed together. Just a nice, vanilla ice cream if there's vanilla bean around to pair with the rhubarb pie.
Gotcha. Then go ahead and make a mental check.
Oh,
At
mental is...
benefit 3.
Oh.
Because of your
And
cold.
Okay.
Astrana's working on the pie.
Okay. Then Astrana can go ahead and make a physical or mental check. Up to you.
I will do mental.
What's benefit 3? That's greater than 1,
Ooh.
right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna do 1 reroll.
2 successes. I'm gonna use 1 reroll as well. I got 3 successes.
What's Gwen doing?
Nice. Then,
I said I was
Hmm?
helping out you, Jericho.
Okay.
then, how is Gwyn putting the finishing touches on Jericho's glazed pork loin?
I guess maybe actually seeing Anya struggling a little bit might try to help with actually making it look presented nice altogether. Like
Okay.
basically doing the finishing touches with the pork and with the apples.
Gotcha. Then you can. I will leave it up to you, physical or spirit check.
I'll do physical.
Gotcha.
This makes sense too, because you're an artificer. You're used to arranging things well.
Yeah. Can I use my artificer? No, I'm just kidding.
No.
Can I give sharpness 2 to the
We don't want to injure this witch.
Fight in. Ow! Fuck.
sharp pork?
Oh no.
I'm gonna use 2 hero points to make my not sharp pork. 2 successes.
2 successes. Very nice then. So, as you finish arranging everything, you can see Rola enters in as the last bits of sand trickle down from the hourglass. Time's up. What have you made?
We've got a sweet glazed pork loin with some seared apples, and we've got some pie and ice cream for dessert.
She walks over with a fork and a knife. She goes and she takes a piece from the pork loin, puts it in her mouth. Ooh, this is delicious.
I'm glad you think so.
And she goes over and tries the pie and the ice cream. Ice cream in the middle of summer? Incredible. How did you do it?
I have an old family secret.
And the pie is delicious.
Thank you. I used to make it with my mom all the time.
It is delectable. Well, I also had some food just lying around. And she snaps her fingers and, beside your food as well, appears like a duck confit with risotto, side of seasonal vegetables, and a series of personal strawberry souffles.
Ooh. Well, shall we sit down?
Of course, we have to test to make sure the quality. Please, have a seat, friends.
Oh,
Yes.
thank you.
Go and sit
you.
down.
Thank you, Rola.
Thank you very
Of
much.
course.
Yes, thank you.
So I've arranged our stuff on the table along with hers.
Mm-hmm. Big old family dinner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how long have you been in this region?
Oh, a long time. Probably about 25 years.
Is it like a family trade orchard thing, or is it more of a you thing?
It's a me thing.
The views you must get up here must be exquisite.
Oh, of course. And she opens a window and you can see, Anya, like the sun just beginning to set over the mountainside. And truly it is like a awe-inspiring vista. And as you kind of like look on, Tattercoat Knights with Rola enjoying each other's company here, laughing, enjoying the food. You pull out on the hut as the sounds of camaraderie and friendship begin to emerge from within. As the Tattercoat Knights have solved another problem, and a patch begins to appear on all of your coats. And it's here we will end the session for today. We'll pick up with Rola's dinner next time. But
Nice.
your current and new patch gives everyone +1 to your hero point level.
Ooh.
Ooh, dope. Thank you.
Of course, you don't get the 5 hero points for it right away, but at the start of each session, all of you will at least have 1 hero point.
Awesome.
Yippee.
All right.
Cool. And thank you for the session.
Of course.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you for this session.
We got some character backstory rapid fire there in the middle.
Yeah,
A little bit.
I appreciate that we just kind of like went through it all.
I want to know more about Alfie's adoption.
I don't have a lot to tell you about it.
I was gonna
I
say,
figured it was just really funny to drop out of nowhere and move on.
Yes, I completely forgot. Well, I should say Alfie completely forgot about it. I knew about it.